welcome to No Look Reviews, where we watch United games so you don't have to. And after two back-to-back losses in the Premier League, United have finally beaten Everton at home. Now we're 8 points behind Aston Villa with the game in hand. Let's start. Let's start with the lineups. Again, with an injury-ravaged squad. We had Onana in net as expected. Dalot right back, Lindelof left back. Varane and Evans as your center backs. Casemiro, Mainu, McTominay as a midfield. Bruno on the right, Garnacho on the left, and Rashford up top. What do you think about the lineup?
It's the exact same as last time, and I'm going to say it did its job, to say the least. Our midfield did not perform, which was sad because I would at least expect Mainu to perform, but I guess this was one of his worst performances since he started playing for United. Tough love to the kid. You can't say much about it. Like he tried to do his best. He wasn't getting the ball at times. He was being lazy at other times. Now, him being lazy, does that come up to as a surprise? I don't think so. There's a lot of other lazy players that he probably looks up to, and kind of gets on with that. Or maybe it's just a Ten Hag tactic.
I think he wasn't lazy. Because I did see him press in the first half. I think second half he's just tired, and it's expected, right? Like, he's an 18-year-old kid. He's never played at this level, and I think this was his 13th start in a row. So obviously, like, it's caught up to him. It's caught up to Garnacho for a bit, although it's not as apparent. But like, again, not a good game from Mainu. But it wasn't a good game from McTominay or Casemiro either. And I'm surprised about Casemiro, actually. He was very careless. Today it just seemed as if, he was just playing.
He was also just like tapping the ball around. He was also being lazy with his touches, with his passes. Like, he would just pass it into space and just expect something to happen. There's a lot.
It's as if he was playing like a practice game, or just like drop in or something where he's just fucking around. Like, he can be much better. McTominay expected. He's not a midfielder.
I don't even know what he is at this point. He can just head the ball and that's about it.
He's not a midfielder.
Maybe shoot the ball, like just a out and out striker that does not know how to do anything else.
Bruno, on the other hand, honestly, like, first half, even though he scored the penalty, I don't think he had a good game.
He had a good free kick in the first half.
It was a great save by Pickford. But in the second half, like, I thought he was much better. He was creating a lot, and it wasn't doing his typical haram ball stuff. Like, he was actually like creating decent chances for Garnacho and Rashford. So Bruno, I wouldn't blame him too much. Like, I think this was like one of his better games over the past few weeks. Rashford, I think on the ball he wasn't as good. I think he was kind of sloppy. There were one or two times where he beat his man. That was good to see. But overall, in terms of his passing, it wasn't up to par.
Decision-making was really bad.
But off the ball, though, I did see him work hard, which was good. I don't know if he's listening to criticism or if, Ten Hag is telling him that he needs to do more. But at least he did it, right? So, But obviously, like, I think one of our players of the match, Garnacho, played really well. Again, like, he's the only one, with real attacking intent when Hoyland's not here. He always looks to, take on defenders, beat a man, get free kicks, whereas today get 2 penalties. So, no, really good from Garnacho.
He's been really well, like, running around. Like, he was the only positive influence on the team, the only, like, attacking threat we really had. Rashford was there, but again, as you said, his decision making wasn't good enough. I saw a couple chances where he could have passed it to Garnacho in the box, or like just crossed it in or something, but he just doesn't do it. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on. It's been a while since he's been able to do that. Other than that, I guess Onana also had quite a decent performance. I mean, we faced 23, 24 shots, which is, I guess, at this point normal for United.
A lot of them were long shots.
They weren't any good shots. There weren't any big chances created by Everton. But again, facing that many shots is a problem in itself.
It is.
I don't care if they're all long shots, if they're all off target. You can't just let the other team have the ball for most of the game and then also let them take all the shots. Like,
that's the thing. Like, I know that this team can play. Like, you saw those last 30 minutes against Fulham. The way we controlled the ball, the way we were the only team creating chances because we were controlling the ball. We didn't concede any chances. So I don't know why that doesn't happen consistently. Because we didn't have Hoyland in that game either. Like, we had the same lineup. So
we have enough. Like, we have good enough players, good enough technical players that we can control the ball. I don't know what happens. We start off with a goal kick. Onana gets the ball, and we're just under pressure and just launches it up to Garnacho, Bruno, or Rashford, or one of the up top players. And then we hold the ball for a second, pass it around the midfield 1 second, and then we're gone. It's back to the other team. I don't get it. It's just wasteful passes, stupid possession. I don't know if it's tactics. I
think it's tactical because like Onana can pass, like we know he can, and even like the long balls he does give, like it's accurate. It's just that Garnacho is not the most physical.
No.
Rashford apparently doesn't know how to win a single header. And if you don't have Hoyland, then you don't have a focal point. So
you touch Rashford, he's dead. So that's also another thing. Bruno's the only one that really tries. McTominay obviously being the presence that he is. But then again, even if he controls the ball, gets the ball down to his feet, he doesn't know what the fuck to do next.
Yeah, I think his ball carrying has just been really bad this season.
It's been just I have no words. It's actually really bad.
But I mean, we concede that many shots because we don't control games, and that comes from your midfield, right? But honestly, shout out to the defense. I think all four of them, and plus Onana, like all five of them, had a really good game.
Yeah.
There were instances, where Everton was cutting back, the way we concede so many goals. But we had someone.
Yeah.
And we had someone that, blocked the shot or whatever. Because Everton could have scored 2 or 3 from those cutbacks.
Yeah.
Honestly, shout out to Johnny Evans.
Yeah.
We've said it so many times that he shouldn't even be here, but the fact that he's here and
he's actually performing.
Is a lot. So
he's one of our best defenders at this point. Like I've told you this before, our best defender. You don't agree with that, obviously. Varane's the best one, but
I think
he's also had his shit.
Yeah, honestly, like if you look at all round, I think Martinez is.
Yeah,
but
Evans, he's always injured.
Yeah, he's always injured, and Evans has done a really good job.
Yeah. Evans, being as old as he is, has not gotten injured this whole season. Maybe for he missed 2 or 3 games out of injury, and that was it. And we've seen him available every week in, week out, and actually perform. Wow, White just pushed the guy in the box.
We're watching the Arsenal game on the side.
Yeah. But that's...
No, it's a corner. No penalty.
What the fuck? That's a proper push at the guy. But yeah,
that was the game. It was very end-to-end. Again, not good from a United perspective, but I'm sure the neutrals that were watching, especially Ken at 7:30 in the morning, I'm sure at least for them it was kind of worth it.
I was half dead.
I slept at 3:30 in the morning.
I slept at 1 and I was still
actually no, I came home at 3:30.
Yeah.
I slept at 4.
Probably,
so, yeah. But no, it was fine. It wasn't one of those, United versus Sheffield or Burnley where it was such a dead game that I probably just slept through it. At least it was fine. I was able to watch it, so that was good. But yeah, that was the game. So who's your player of the match?
I would have to give it to Garnacho, the only attacking threat. I mean, you could give shout-outs to Varane and Johnny Evans, but I think that's about it. Yeah. We didn't have a good game. I don't think this is a good performance. We won 2-0 against Everton, who were wasteful. They could have easily scored a couple.
100%.
But yeah, I mean, Onana, kind of a shout out, not really, because he didn't make any amazing saves. But again, we have a clean sheet. He played a stable enough game.
See, I would like to disagree because I'm gonna give it to Onana.
You're gonna give it to Onana? Yeah, he didn't have to make big saves.
So he didn't make big saves, but he was, out of his box, collecting crosses. That was good to see. He was, his long balls were good.
Yeah.
His passing in general was good. It might be a stable game, but it was good because we are very susceptible to crosses.
Yeah.
And the fact that now we have a keeper that comes in and collects them, and he's had a good game, and we give him a lot of shit. So I would give it to Onana. I think it was a good enough game from him. Yeah.
It's a big turnaround, right?
Yeah.
That's the
thing. He has to be consistent.
Yeah. This is the type of performance I would expect him to do week in, week out.
100%.
Every week I need the same amount of he might make a smaller mistake, fine, but errors leading to goal, please don't do that.
Yeah.
It was stable. It was good. It was decent. Oh, Jesus, Ramsdale.
Yeah, Ramsdale almost off his line, almost the second error in the game.
Oh my God.
It's funny, we're talking about goalkeepers, and
Ramsdale is absolutely shit.
Ramsdale is having a nightmare.
If you guys haven't watched, just go watch the goal he conceded against Brentford. Oh, it's insane. End of the first half. Yeah. He ends the half on a perfection. Tony actually had a decent shot there. But yeah.
Yeah, that was the game. So there was a couple of different things I want to talk about.
Yeah.
The first one, I don't think we've addressed this, but the Pogba ban for 4 years.
Yeah, we haven't. I mean, initially it was a shorter ban, but then they increased it like 4 years or whatever, and like mad.
And he's trying to contest it, but
he's gonna try. He has money. He has lawyers, so like he's gonna be able to contest it. Probably gonna get it.
Do you think?
Into like a
do
year.
you think he did it intentionally?
Oh, that's a. Yes.
You think he did it intentionally? I don't think he did it intentionally. I think he was recommended because like these footballers, they have a huge entourage with nutritionists, whatnot.
Yeah.
I think he was recommended a supplement that probably had some of this,
but wouldn't
that he wasn't aware about.
Wouldn't he have been? So has he been taking that for a long term or like just started? That's what I'm.
The thing is, like, I don't know if you've seen that clip. Like, I think there was a Europa League game during Ollie's like the season we went to the final. I think it was one of those games, and Pogba played really well. And there was a clip of a staff asking him to do a drug test, and Pogba was like, "Drug test again." So I think like I don't know if something has come up previously and he's been targeted, or this is something like a new supplement, but he has been drug tested before. I don't know if all footballers do. I assume they do.
I think like every time you like switch a team, you have like that fitness test and all those medicals. Like you probably get drug tested and stuff there. I would assume at the start of every season you probably get drug tested.
I don't know how often it happens, but the way Pogba's reaction was it didn't seem like it was a normal occurrence. Like I thought like it was.
He might have made an enemy somewhere.
Yeah, it could be.
The thing is, I don't put this against Pogba. Like I think he's capable of doing such things. He's been that type of guy, just not very disciplined, very party like show offy, like that type of person. And like he loves to showboat, and it helps him showboat. So that's what I'm kind of thinking about. But again, that's going off of looks and the way he acts, which is not completely fair. I don't think he's that type of guy that would want to cheat and stuff, but again, I don't even know how doping goes. They keep it underground so much. We don't have a lot of information about that anyway. So
but I think from what I've seen, I think it's probably just it's a supplement that like it wasn't approved by these associations, and he probably took it, and that's how it's in the system.
4 years is extreme.
Yeah, I mean, I remember. I don't know if it was Rio. I don't know if it was doping or betting, but it was one of the charges, and he was out for only 8 months.
I think betting. Rio Fernandes? He got. I think it was betting probably. I don't think it was doping.
Yeah, it was something like he was out for.
Yeah,
I don't think it was betting.
No?
I actually think it was doping, because if it was betting, then like we would have had prior reference for Tony's ban, for example, or Tonali's ban, right? Like the Rio's case wasn't referenced. So I think it was related to doping, but interesting.
It is interesting. I mean, sucks for Pogba, but then again, he hasn't been performing. He hasn't been playing well.
He's been injured
the whole time. I don't know what's going on in the background. So again, because he's been injured, another reason to suspect that you're probably right. They probably just prescribe him, take this. It might help with your whatever thingy. And sucks. One of the most talented players that we've seen in our generation. Yeah. That just wasted his talent. Moving on.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of wasting talents, Jadon Sancho.
Oh yeah, he just scored today.
Oh, he did.
He scored today. I saw I don't know if it was if VR canceled it afterwards, but I saw the notification of him scoring. So, I think he got the goal.
But I mean, 1 goal, 1 assist in.
I mean, he's not
whatever he's playing in the Bundesliga.
Yeah. I mean, he can perform there happily, amazing, great. Just get him out of here. I don't care.
Yeah. But he's not even doing it though. Like
he's not doing great.
He's not doing great.
He's not back to his best or anything at this.
Not even close. Yeah. And Arsenal had a good chance.
Yeah. That was Rice, right? That was weak foot.
So, what do you think about tomorrow, Liverpool, Man City?
It's a big game. I mean, if you go on, if I'm talking about coming from a FIFA player, AFC foot, Kanji has a showdown card, and it's pretty good. So if people do the SBC, if I do the SBC, then I would rather City win. But honestly, at this point, I do move towards City. They have a fitter squad. They have all of their players available.
They're in form.
Liverpool has a lot of injuries or people coming back from injury, which is not ideal.
Yeah.
Salah just came back. I don't even know if Trent's back from. I think Trent's back from injury.
I mean, he's been talking a lot of shit.
Hey, shit is all that they can talk about.
That's what I'm saying, though. Like,
yeah,
you know,
I mean, it's gonna be a good game either way.
Yeah, the thing is, like, they've always had great games.
Yeah.
But what I'm surprised is that it took Klopp's last season for this rivalry to actually be, like, you know, a bitter rivalry. Because, like, every time Klopp and Pep are just, like, licking each other's balls or something.
Well, they love each other.
Yeah. So, like, why did it take fucking 8 years for you guys to talk shit about each other?
The thing is, a club level rivalry only starts off after a couple of years, right? It was always Man United that everyone was against. United Liverpool, United City. And eventually United City also became that big when City became like, you know, as in crazy big as they are. Yeah. Liverpool is always like one of the biggest clubs in the world, winning Champions Leagues and whatnot. So obviously they were one of our biggest rivals. Arsenal had a couple of good runs in the league and everywhere else, so they were also big rivals at certain points. Chelsea became big; they were big rivals. But then again, Liverpool and City only just started. Like, you know, City were big, but Liverpool only just started winning the league. They came second for a season. They came third. They won the league, and then they eventually, like, now they're just those two are second first, right? So this is how rivalries start, and the little banter starts. Yeah. Because initially, Klopp and Pep are besties. Yeah. So the banter starts, and that's where shit goes south. You say one thing that's over the edge, the other guy's gonna say something worse.
I mean, and that's the thing, though. Like, it's.
And if anything, the player's gonna definitely say something back.
But why is it always Liverpool players that have such outrageous takes? Because. Like, it's like I've never heard, you know, like, I don't like Arsenal.
I don't know what he said.
I don't like City. Yeah. But I don't hear anything from, like, players from those teams, you know, saying some dumb shit.
What did he say?
So Trent said, winning this Premier League means more to us than Man City, which I kind of see where you're coming from, but
City's gonna be making a record.
Yeah, City's gonna. You're chasing one league. City's chasing 4 times in a row, which no team has ever done in the history of English football.
I think for Liverpool, it's more emotional because Klopp's leaving. But for City, obviously, it's about the record. At the end of the day, becoming as big as it. But that's
it's a Premier League. Both teams want to win the Premier League.
Yeah, 100%. But I feel like it's more.
He didn't say he wants it more. He said it means more.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It's a sentimental thing. It's not as sentimental for City.
And I think, like, he said something like, I don't know, because this Haaland's response. I'll tell you what Haaland's response was later. But I think Trent said something along the lines of, winning the Premier League means more to us than City winning the treble last year. And then Haaland's like, this guy doesn't even know how it feels to win a treble. Yeah. Like, I don't know why he's talking. Like, fine, talk, but, like, he doesn't even know how it feels to win a treble. So, like, why are you talking?
Treble's different gravy.
Yeah.
Like, again.
Like, you're comparing winning the Premier League versus winning the Premier League, Champions League, and FA Cup in the same season. How does it mean more?
It can't. I mean, again, I'm going to go back on the whole Liverpool culture on this end. They're very emotional. Their whole chant is emotional. Their whole, like, idea, like, fighting for each other type of thing. Like, it's a very emotionally set up thing. Like, you only do what you do for the people around you, right? That's how it's, like, kind of meant to be for them, and that's where it all comes from. But again, banter is banter, talking shit is talking shit, and that's where all the press comes in. That's where all the entertainment comes from. So,
I hope we see some fights.
Oh yeah. Tomorrow. I hope so. What time is the game? 11:30, I think, right?
Yeah, I won't be able to watch. Oof. But
I might be able to, you know.
Yeah.
It is what it is. And then Aston Villa and Tottenham. That's also tomorrow.
I kind of want to draw. Like, as much as I want Villa to lose, I also don't want Tottenham to gain that much ground on us. Yeah. Because right now we're 3 points behind, but Tottenham have 2 games in hand. Yeah. So, I want both teams to drop points so, you know, we can close the gap. Yeah. Apparently, you know, 5th place for Champions League is still a possibility. Yeah. Oh, I think Arsenal have just won a penalty. Yeah. It's over.
Yeah, they got the pen. Well.
But I think I want to draw. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely. I agree with the draw. If anything, if there's going to be a win, I hope Aston Villa wins over Tottenham again. Tottenham winning is just going to be the worst for us because then the gap just gets crazier and it's easier for Tottenham to hold back, Villa to hold back. There's not many games left. We're almost at the end of the season, and at this point, it's tough for United. We have another thing. We have Liverpool next week in the FA Cup. That's gonna be. That's a no. Let's just move. I mean, if Liverpool lose to City today and they lose a lot of, what I'm saying is that we're gonna lose.
No,
anyway.
It's not happening. But it's not happening.
Yeah, we're not winning against Liverpool. I don't even think we could draw it. It's so bad. It's. Yeah. We might do the same thing that we did against City: score a goal and then just sit back, hope for the best, and just got fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that was not a penalty.
No, they fought it off.
All right, VAR said no penalty. I guess. Good for them.
All right. Go ahead, 1-0, 66 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll watch this game, but you let us know what you think about United's game and about the title race and, what do you think about Pogba and Sancho? Let us know.
What do you think about what we might see against Liverpool and United? We're probably going to get fucked, but yeah. All right.
Like, share, subscribe, and we will see you next week. Peace.